Hello guys, today we'll be learning how to solve this incredible 2x2 Rubik's Cube. Now, let's start scrambling it. Let's start solving it. I love to start solving with the color white. So I'll keep one of any pieces of white color in the bottom left of the top layer. Now, actually keep it, I can actually see two colors that are white and orange. Now, there's only one other piece that can have a white and an orange color. Let's just find it somewhere in the cube. Now, let's keep hold of it so that we know where our actually the piece is. And let's just start finding another piece that has white and orange in color. Now this has white but not orange, so this can't be fitted in this piece. Let's try to find another piece that can actually fit in this position. Now here it is, right there. It has white, also orange with it. So it is actually suitable to be placed up here. Now we'll just bring it up here and just make this move. That is R prime, D prime, R, D. Now you have to do this move till the piece that you want to actually exchanges. Now, as you can see, we have actually covered this part and also this part. Now, actually completed it. Now, actually turn the cube like this. Now, when you actually do this, you'll actually find out that piece that we actually solved will be in a straight line in the left side of the top layer. Now, when you actually do this, you have to find another piece that is actually having a color of white and green. Let's just keep hold of it and let's just find some other piece. Oh, here it is. This piece has white, also green, and it is also just right in place. It just needs to go over here. Now when it is so, let's just do the same move that we did earlier. That is R prime, D prime, R, D. Mine just got solved right away, but you might need to do the algorithm twice or thrice or even more than that. Now here the green side is solved already, but we're not going to take it as we have to actually practice. Now we have the only last piece that is actually left to be placed over here. So we are not going to think about the colors that we actually want to put in. We'll directly just put this piece over here, as we know this is going to be the right color as it's the last piece that we want to exchange. So let's just do the move again, keeping this in the right layer or probably over here or here, and do the move. Now, as you can actually see, the first layer is actually solved. And yes, there are only two layers in this cube. Now, we'll keep the solved color in the down layer like this. And also, you might actually know that opposite to white, there's always yellow. So we actually know what color might here be. So that is yellow. As we have solved white, it will be yellow. Or if you actually solve red instead of white, its opposite side might be orange. Or if you solve green, it might be blue, and vice versa. Now here, to solve yellow color or probably the top layer, what we actually have to do here is just do the same move that we actually did to solve the white color. That is R prime, D prime, R, D. And where do you actually have to perform that move? Where you actually need to turn this piece. That is, it's not going to be the down layer, as we actually solved this down layer. So probably no unsolved piece will be left here. The only thing you have to exchange or probably twist it or rotate the piece over there, you might need to do this move. So over here, I know that this piece is not oriented perfectly. So I'll do this move over here, keeping it in the right layer, that is, and do the move. And also, if you don't know notations, here will be an eye icon from where you can actually get to know how to learn notations. Now, coming back, we'll do the move. That is R prime, D prime, R, D. And actually, if you observe the white layer that we actually solved, the down layer, is getting messed up. But don't worry about that. It will automatically just solve again when you actually saw the yellow layer. That is the top layer. Now, it's messed up even when I actually solve this piece. What is wrong with you, Han? Everything that I actually did messed up. Now, don't worry about that. That will actually get solved when you actually solve probably the piece that is right over here. As we actually know this is not solved, we have to rotate this piece. Now, what we can actually do is that turn this cube over here, keep this in right layer and do the move. But it's not the correct way of doing it. We will keep the cube right where we actually solved the first piece, if you actually remember. Now we'll rotate the top layer instead of rather just rotating the whole cube. We'll just rotate the upper layer to make this come where it actually was solved the last time. Now again we'll do the same move until and unless this piece rotates or probably solve. As you can actually see that I solved the yellow color or probably the top layer, and the layer which actually got unsolved that we actually did earlier, if you remember, was messed up, and then again it came into its shape. Now again we're gonna keep the layer which we actually solved first in the bottom layer, and then we'll actually see if any other color randomly just got solved. Now in my case it's solved and the color is red. In your case it might be some other color, or probably no color might have been solved after solving the top layer. That is probably yellow in my case. It might be something different if you actually started solving with a different color. That can be an orange, green or something else. Now in my case a random color got solved, that is red. What I'll actually do is that keep the red at the back side and start solving. And also it might have been that no color has been solved. I'll come back to it later, but right now if you have something that is like this, some random color just got solved after solving the yellow and white, just keep the white at the bottom and yellow at the top, and the random color that actually got solved at the back, and do this algorithm. That is R prime, F, R prime, B2, R, F prime, R prime, B2, R2. Then you can just do a U prime or something else and just solve it like this. But you might actually have something like this. No random piece got solved. In this case, you might be really unlucky, but you have to do the algorithm that I just applied on this cube twice. That's it, as I did the last time. Keep the color that you actually solved in the first stage and probably the yellow on the top layer, and then apply the move twice. Now we'll actually end up solving one color or probably another color that is going to be random. Now you'll be on the same stage where I was last time, that is a random color with yellow and white that I actually solved in the first and second stage. Now as last time again, keep yellow in the top layer, bottom layer, and keep the random color that actually got solved in the back. Now apply this move and your cube might probably be solved. That's it. You have solved a 2x2 Rubik's Cube. Yippee!